Yep.
You gotta listen to the
caffeinated.
Dudecast. No, why would you say something? Why? I was doing a thing.
Yeah, but I'm also doing a thing.
No, I'm doing a thing. Let me do the
right.
thing this time. We're just gonna do it. We'll do my thing.
All right.
Now you don't
I won't
do it.
I won't have anything to say.
Just me.
Yep.
You gotta look. You do.
Aggravated.
You did it too. No.
Wait, what did he say?
He said something about masturbating.
Keep him masturbating.
Okay, no. This time,
All right.
I don't know what you're saying. I'm just gonna say it.
You go You go the first time, and then I'll go when they really say it.
No, because they don't say anything the first
And
time.
that's why you should say something.
No. Okay, you say yours now. Get it out of the way. No. Okay.
You got to keep them caffeinated.
You gotta listen
keep 'em
to the
masturbated.
Dudecast. See, here's the thing. I planned this I've been in the car for
Yeah, yeah.
Cleveland all day.
You called and told me about it.
I've said I'm
no
going to
one
take
called
this
me.
Offspring song. I'm going to make it into a you got to listen to the Dudecast. And now you're saying you got to keep them caffeinated. What's that about?
Well, I got a new we got a new sponsor for the podcast I want to talk about. Yep.
I doubt that's true. Now,
Yeah.
before we get to that,
Exciting news.
what are you saying?
You gotta keep them masturbated.
Yep.
That's not bad. Now, I'm guessing that's not sponsor related. Just sort of a personal.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh,
it
yeah,
is.
it
Oh,
is.
interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I got a phone call this morning.
Okay, go ahead.
About masturbation coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, high caffeine, and
Yeah.
and it's so high that you have to masturbate.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's the only coffee made exclusively by teenage boys.
Yep.
Oh, so not only does the coffee make you masturbate, it makes you masturbate, but it's also made by masturbators.
Yes.
Yes.
For by Fubu, its original name.
Yeah.
For masturbators by Fimbim.
Fimbim.
Yep.
Yeah.
For masturbators by masturbators.
Yep.
Yep.
For us, by us. Jerker offers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Great.
Yeah.
So what do
It's
they?
Team masturbator.
Their slogan, it's a real hands-on company.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
Hand
Now,
on.
what they
hand.
buy in for?
Uh,
Sponsorship wise, because you're both claiming this is a new sponsor. What?
I am unfamiliar with that question.
Oh, you're not
What'd he
really
say?
handling the business end of the terms.
What do you say? I wasn't paying
I'm
attention.
saying this is
Brandon's
an.
asking about. Yeah.
First
go
of
ahead.
all, I swear to God, he just called me Brandon. 17 years.
It's been a couple weeks.
You don't understand how hurtful that is. I literally consider him one of my best friends.
Yeah.
That's not my name.
There's how many in the narration? There's Brandon. There's
No!
Brendan. No, just of names.
In general,
There's
Brandon,
Brendan,
Brennan,
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 Branson, Braden.
Den. Yeah.
Because I always have a hard time. I always have to call you Dan in my head because you're Brendan.
But why not just remember what my name is?
That's how I remember. I say
okay. Got
Brandan.
it. See, with you, I just
How do you
remember.
spell
I remember Greg by saying, "That's my friend. His name's Greg. That's my friend.
You
His
just said
name."
Gray. You just said Gray.
I did not say Gray.
I am not
Gray's
Gray.
not a name.
I would rather it be
anatomy.
Gray.
It's an anatomy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I prefer to be Gray. Greystone.
Gray is a cool name.
It is so cool. He's
Colors.
cool, Greg.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Urkel.
Oh, that's interesting.
Maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Greystone is pretty good.
Yeah,
Greystone.
smoke cigarettes.
Uh-huh.
What was Urkel's cool name?
Well, Melvin.
No,
Stefan or
Stefan or
Yeah,
Kel.
yeah.
Which also not a cool name.
Not really.
You know what I
No.
mean? Like kind of another nerd's
Yeah,
name.
and he dated Stephanie. Was that the girl's name? Angela.
No, but she died. He
Oh.
dated
She
that
died?
girl.
Somebody did die. Yeah.
He had
Maya died.
Maya, remember?
Maya, and I
She
was
had-
very. She had a
was
killer wreck.
Thick.
Yeah. What?
Thick. Let me tell you this.
Daddy.
If she was a wall and you yelled at it, no one behind that wall would hear.
She's
Thick.
built like a brick house.
Yeah. Dicky Wicky.
Passed away. Since passed away. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Pause. You know, every now and again I got to pause so I can throw out an idea.
Uh huh.
Maybe I might have already said this. Thicky Wiki. Have we ever thought of that before?
I don't think so.
As what?
Wikipedia for women who is thick.
Oh, a
hilarious.
thicky wiki.
Thicky Wiki.
Thicky Wiki.
Thicky
Yeah.
Wiki. Y'all
I
is
feel-
thick.
Man.
Yeah.
You get up on a Thicky Wiki.
I can't believe that'd be the first time you've ever said that.
I can't.
That
It is.
seems
It
like
is.
the second time
It
around
is.
I've heard that. Maybe not on the podcast, but maybe you told me that another
In
time.
life, I don't
Thicky Wiki is too good, and I can't believe that's not already been done on. Because they have Black Twitter. They don't
Yeah.
have Black Wikipedia, huh?
Well, that's the thing. They also don't have Black Twitter. It's just a name.
Oh, really?
It's not a separate Twitter.
Wow.
Well, they had Black Vine. People were talking about Black
a
Vine.
Black Vine.
I don't
Egg
think
on
either of
my
those-
face. There's no actual Black Twitter?
No, neither.
Oh, boy. Why do I feel weird?
Now, so this is episode 147. Greg, tell us a little bit about. Greg was nice enough. So I was out of town. Anthony's running hot with this show he's got coming out. Greg was nice enough. You put up a special episode last week. Pardon the ignorance. It's a special episode.
Yeah.
What was it about? Give the listeners a little taste of what that was, because
don't
I
know
think
if I
that probably
explained
took
it.
some people by storm.
I think I explained it. I don't remember if I did or not. But I've been doing a solo project, kind of like when John Lennon went on his own. I'm going to do a one-man podcast.
When John who?
John Lennon.
Oh, I thought you said John Lamb. I
No,
thought this was
John
the whole.
Lennon.
I thought this was the whole thing I didn't know about.
Yeah. John Lennon went on his own at one point and did his solo project called Being Shot Dead.
That was one of the all-time greats. It's been resonating for years.
I saw that coming by the excitement in your eyes as you were saying it.
I also like that Anthony also thought you said John Lamb, but immediately said, mm-hmm.
He doesn't listen to
Yes,
I don't know.
the John Lamb solo project.
He hasn't listened to much things.
I'm not a Beatle person.
Yeah.
Or a Greg person.
John Lamb when he broke off from the Lamb Bones to do his own solo project.
I wasn't into it.
Lamb
Yeah.
Chop.
I liked him better on the bones.
So tell me, I haven't listened yet. Tell me a little bit about what you got into on that.
My friend who's becoming a woman came on to my house, and we had to talk about that. We
That's
talked
really
about
interesting.
it. Yeah, and I got to ask him any questions I wanted to ask that I felt like I wouldn't feel comfortable asking a stranger.
That's so cool, man. I gotta
I'm
check
going to
it
do
out.
another one
You are?
to a black person.
Well,
But it's going to be like that for real. I know it sounds like a
Right.
joke, but it's
Yeah.
let's get it out in the open, man.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what's bothering you and what's bothering me. You're scared to talk to a white guy? I'm not scared to talk to anybody because I'm friends with everybody because I'm pretty much equal.
true. That is true.
Yeah, I have equal mindset.
That's great.
No, but not really like a black person, but like someone like a priest and things like this.
And then, of course, get some business out of the way, and then I want to ask you guys about some of the news of the day.
Yeah.
But business out of the way. Patreon, you can. Patreon is really doing great. We'll have another special episode up in July. You can go to patreon.com/Rad Dudecast and donate. Give you access to a special episode. We're going to get some of these $10 level Q&As popping off. I know Urge is shitting his pants about that.
Yeah,
we've been trying to do some phone calls. We'll get somebody next week, a couple people next week. We're going to take, since I've been off, we're going to take today off phone calls, I think. Right?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's
Just
too
the
hot.
boys.
It's too hot
Just
in
the
here.
boys. By the way, I was out of town. I come back. Both you guys, phenomenal haircuts. Anthony, you're kind of growing yours out in a different pattern that I haven't seen before. And then Greg's got this sharp sort of
Really?
a little bit of a madman look.
I think it's because I shaved.
Yeah, you all look great.
I've been shaving
Man
lately.
look. Yeah, I haven't showered yet.
Neither
So
need-
Ever?
no, it's been a couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I had a thing in my throat. I
Yeah,
wasn't like
fix your throat.
clear. I want to talk now. I had a thing in my throat.
Yeah. Is that what you're done?
I had a friend who wanted
Because you
to.
kind of interrupted yourself to tell about this throat thing.
What was I originally going to be talking about? My hair?
Yeah.
Usually,
Yeah.
Usually I wait till the end of your talking for me to figure out what you're talking about. I'll catch like the last sentence and I go, oh, I can figure out what he was saying. But since there was no end, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I have a friend who wanted to come on the podcast. I'm gonna let him on briefly because he really has nothing to offer, and he'll probably be just right in and out.
Cool, because I want to talk to somebody about my feet. Maybe I could talk to him about my feet.
You can try, but okay.
Oh,
why-
that's fun. Cool. This will be good.
Yeah, come on in, buddy.
Hello,
Hello,
boy, hang on.
Richard Carrington from the Queen's Dragoons. Here at your service, mate.
Hey,
I'm
bud.
sorry, Richard. You said the Queen's Dragoons?
That's right, serving in the 5th Indian Regiment, India, 1809.
Whoa, 1809.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you are 208 years old.
Oh, I don't know. Just showed up here this morning. We put a right beating on them sepoy gentlemen.
Question.
Beating back into up in near Skindia. Flogged me back.
May I ask you this? 209 years you're alive. You ever seen feet looking that good?
108.
Let me
That's
take a
true,
look. Let me take a look at here.
You're looking pretty good, right?
Oh, yeah, I see what you got.
I don't got anything. I'm getting better.
No, you got Trenchman's feet.
Trenchman's feet.
Yeah, he's got
Well,
Trenchman's feet.
There you go, Greg.
This is
thought
what
it
you
was
gotta
eczema
do.
the whole time.
Here's what
No,
you're
they're
doing.
getting
What
better.
you doing with what you doing regarding loading up your boots with frog's grease?
No, I've never done that.
Well, that's where you're wrong.
I've tried pretty much everything.
No, you get yourself a nice little wacky of frogs. You take a nice whack of frog's grease, slap them in your boots. Yeah, it fix you right up.
I'll try it.
I had a horrible case of the trenchman's foot coming against old Boney himself, Napoleon Bonaparte, in a great campaign of I believe it was 1811.
Great.
Drove him right out.
What?
They flogged me back.
I'm having a hard time paying attention. What did he say?
They flogged me back.
Because
Because he was looking right at me and I got nervous.
I get it.
So
I get
nervous
it,
that I couldn't listen.
1,000-yard stare.
They're
Yeah.
getting nervous. Yeah. Well,
He stared right through my soul.
Richard Carrington of the
1,000-yard
Queen's
stare on Richard.
Dragoons,
Of the Queen-
17th 4th Regiment
Got it, bro.
in India. They're old Cobras. They call
Yo, bro. We got it, bro.
Served under the man himself, General Arthur Wellesley, the Duke of
Homie.
Wellington.
Holmes, we are with it, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, bro. Got it. Dragoons, we got it.
There's some Italian guy from Jersey, unfazed about some time traveler. Yeah, bro, got it already. All right.
Oh, I do.
Come on.
I have to say, I do appreciate your boys going along so readily with this information. Which must be something full new to you.
We've seen a lot on this podcast.
That is true.
As long as
So
you're
he
not
was
a-
saying how he had a bad case of Trenchman's feet.
Feet.
Sorry.
Yeah, both
Feet.
of them. But both of me feet.
You had a bad case back in the day. That's what you were telling me.
He flogged me back.
Yeah.
He
Took a
flogged- yeah.
generous woman.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
I took the generous woman. They flogged me back. 147 lashes right to the back.
You
Didn't
gotta
phase
I
me.
can't understand what he's saying. You got to tell me what he's saying.
They whipped me.
They whipped him?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, all
They
right.
whipped him.
I
Yeah,
took
yeah,
the
yeah.
general's woman. They whipped me back.
The general's woman?
Yeah, took
Yeah.
her
That's not all against the law.
in the Queen's Army. The law ain't
Wait,
the law.
109 years ago? You were in America. We didn't have a queen. We never had a queen in America.
In 1809, I was in the Queen. I
Queen's
served.
Army, England.
I served in the Queen's Redcoats
I don't buy
from
it.
1791 to 1822.
I don't buy it.
Richard, you hear him? He doesn't buy it.
I don't
Well,
buy it.
What? Proof can you offer?
Mate, I ain't selling. Now I'll tell you. You want to know? You name one campaign I've been in. I've been in them all. I fought for the Queen's Army across the empire.
No.
From the empire the sun never sets on the British Empire, and it sure as shit never set on Richard Carrington. They flogged me back.
I don't buy it. 1. 2, Brexit. What do you feel about that?
Well, back when I was alive, Brexit.
You're alive now.
Yeah, back when I was alive, we had Brenter.
Brenter?
Yeah, we had Brenter.
What's Brenter?
The British entered
Entered what?
your country, and we took it over.
Good.
Now Brexit.
Brexit, there's Brenter.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
No, I don't know about any of this.
I
thought Brexit-
All right. Also, follow-up question.
Yeah.
Is this time to breakfast?
That's what
Yeah,
I was
that's
gonna
right.
say.
We had Brenter, and that's we'd come into your country, we'd take it over, then we'd sit down, we'd bring you some scones or whatnot, have breakfast.
A scone.
Yeah.
And that's how you did war.
No, first we wore, then we say, "Come on, you're gonna love it. It's
I
like
don't-
cake, but it's for breakfast, but it's a little dry.
All right.
Have a scone."
I don't buy it. I think you're up to something.
Oh, I'm up to something,
I'll
all
say
right.
this. I think
I've
this
been
guy
doesn't
embezzling-
buy it, and you weren't selling it before.
Well,
he doesn't buy it again.
Well, but I will say you're all right. I am up to something. I embezzled over 1,400 pounds, which is the equivalent of $26 million from the East India Company.
These are a lot of
Stole a
facts.
lot of money. Yeah, stole a lot of money from the
Let
East
me say
India
this.
Company.
If you were truly up to something, you wouldn't readily give out that information.
No, I would.
Which
They're
means
all
you're
dead.
not up to
They're
something.
all dead. This is the time travel. That's the thing of time travel.
Oh, you're a
I
time
don't-
traveler.
Well, I don't know how I got here.
all
To be
right.
honest with you, Richard Carrington. I woke up this morning. I was in Mumbai.
Yeah.
Is that Africa?
No, that's in
India.
India. We had just taken it
Same.
over. Now a lot of people say, "Why are you in India?
Stricken from the record.
Why you going to India? Leave them Indians alone." Well, you don't know. You weren't there.
Yeah?
You weren't there. They wanted us.
Oh, what's
there.
your wife's name?
What?
What's your wife's name?
I got no wife. I took the general's woman.
Yeah, and then
And
what
they
did...
flogged you for that.
Yeah,
All right, so what was the general's woman's name?
Mil-
Yeah,
Fence.
yeah, really grill him.
Millface.
Yeah, Milfence.
Middle fence.
Yeah, Millifence.
Millifence.
Yeah.
So if I go on the internet, which is the thing you don't know about,
Yeah,
and
he's-
look up Millifence, the general's woman, I should find that crystal clear, no problem.
So what's this internet? A list of generals' wives?
Stop evading the
No,
question.
no, it's
Stop
not some
evading
kind
the
of
question.
general list. It's a hub that you go to for information.
Don't explain the internet. He knows the goddamn internet. He's up to
Oh, I
something.
see what-
yeah,
I
he's
see what
changing
he's
the question.
doing.
So you're telling me they're just keeping a list of all the generals' wives at a hub? You go down to
no,
this hub.
they're not.
You can look up a general.
No. This
Yeah.
is like a library, but it's not in a building. It's
Oh,
all around.
oh, I know what you mean. An outdoor library.
No,
I love
no,
it. I
no,
seen
this
it. The
is not
books.
what I'm
We
saying.
tried that. We did try
Greg,
that
you
once.
gotta get this back on track.
We tried that once. The books got soaking wet.
Wet books.
Yeah,
talking
wet
about
books
an
are
outdoor
good for nothing.
library.
We had an
Obviously,
outdoor
we'll
library.
get
What you
soaking
said.
Every library is outdoor. A building is. You don't put a building in a building. You guys are really stupid.
Technically, that's true. Anyway,
That is
stop
true.
evading the question
No, that is
here,
a
my
good-
friend.
What's the question here?
The question is, were you or were you not in the army? We need more proof.
What proof can I offer you?
All right.
Ask me anything.
What unit were
A
you in?
letter.
Ask me anything. AMA, Reddit.
All right, I'll AMA.
How do you know AMA and Reddit if you don't know the internet? That doesn't add
This
up.
guy
Somebody
is
said
not
that
up
to me
to
this
something.
morning. Somebody this morning when I first got here said AMA, Reddit.
That was the first
and I
thing they said to
Oh,
you.
that's what they say here when you say, hello.
All right, walk us
AMA,
through your morning.
Reddit.
Because you said you woke up in Mumbai.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're talking to someone about AMA Reddit,
So,
and now you're on this show. And in that time period, you met Brendan.
So I went to the mud house. That's what we call the shitter. I went out back.
What's
first,
all right?
the
No,
mud house?
I know what it
you
is.
take it out.
All right.
I took a seat. I fell in.
You
Woke
fell
up,
in. Yep.
and I was down at the coffee shop. Down
Where
the
was
street.
this mud house?
Mumbai. Out back me house.
So Mumbai,
It's adding up in a
Yeah, in
memory.
1809.
1809.
Fell
in
down the
Mumbai.
shit house.
Yeah.
You
And
fell
I didn't
down
even
into
feel.
some
I didn't
shit.
even taste any shit or nothing. I just woke up in this coffee house, and some guy says, "AMA Reddit, you're in Astoria. The year 2017."
I know that guy.
Yeah,
No, he's a guy. He deals with all the time travelers.
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
And
Yeah,
I said,
he usually just lets everyone know.
Oh, all right. Well, now
Yeah.
we have an explanation.
Yeah.
and I said, "Well, I'm Richard Carrington from the Queen's Dragoons, First 17th Regiment,
look
the
this
old
up.
Cobras, the old fighting Cobras.
No, that's not what they were called.
We are the
Before?
fighting Cobras.
All right.
We had a lot of nicknames: the fighting Cobras, the Princess Tigers, the Elephant's Ears."
Do you believe in slavery?
No.
Well, all right.
But I do believe in summary execution for any smallest crime.
All right. What about
Kill
the
him.
name Mahatma Gandhi? What does that say to you?
Wasn't around my time, but we did have a fella that named Gandhi.
He could have been around.
We
He just wouldn't know him.
we did have a Rupert Gandhi fought with us.
Yeah.
A lot of Indians were on board with us. Rupert Gandhi, one of the finest riflemen I ever seen. Could hit out a horse's eye from 300
All
yards.
right.
Well, I don't know any other real ways to test you here.
Well,
I guess we'll see you later.
yeah, okay.
we
thanks
can
for
stick
having
around.
me on the
That's very
podcast,
fun. No,
which
no
I am
problem.
familiar with. I do listen
I
to a
will
lot
admit
of
that
podcasts.
you're really here and that
Yeah.
I agree that you're
Yeah.
a Dragoons
You just
fan.
said you listen to a lot of
a lot of
podcasts.
podcasts, yeah.
What?
That doesn't add
Who
up.
do you listen to?
Rogan.
You listen to Rogan?
Yeah.
All right, you're bullshit. Get
Well,
out
what?
of here.
Well, I'm upset that he doesn't listen to our podcast.
No, I like
that's
Rogan.
also true.
I like
Yeah.
Rogan because he,
Yeah,
he
but
got,
he said he's a fan.
hey, he's got guests.
We got guests. We got you.
Yeah, but who wants to listen to me? I've heard me. I've heard
Well,
me.
that-
being
I like
live.
good
listening to you. I
point.
thought this was. I don't know.
That's what I was saying because I've been thinking about this thing
What?
where say I have a lot of money. What do I do with my money? And I was like, well, I could travel, or I could just become a woman.
This was a.
Did we talk about this already?
Yeah, I thought this. This
Well,
was a
I'm-
joke that I thought I started.
Well, my
and you
ears
gave
are
a tag
pricked.
for, so I thought that I was going to have ownership of this
Oh,
bit.
really?
Yeah, I thought it was great. You're
Oh.
going on a vacation as a woman.
Oh,
Remember?
you got ownership.
Well, this
because
is
I talked about
awkward.
it.
No.
This is awkward.
Look,
this
if that
certainly
earlier,
Remember
did
we
not
were
mean
talking
to
about-
walk into this.
Richard, I thought you left.
Oh, Nelly.
I was saying, I was like, I'd love to go back and forth as a
Richard
woman.
came back for this discussion about joke ownership.
No, I
We'd
never
have
left.
it back, Richard.
Mate, I never left. Where am I going to go?
Oh,
I
So,
don't know
Richard,
where to
you
live.
maybe you tell us whose bit this is,
Red.
right?
Oh, let me.
No, I just
hold
don't
on.
remember then. That's why
hold
it
on a
came
second.
so.
I'm only doing it.
Welcome,
Ow.
ladies and gentlemen, to
know
Sir
you were
Richard
doing a bit.
Carrington's
What?
bit. This is Bit
Yeah.
Court. This is Bit Court.
Oh, Bitcourt.
With
Yeah,
Richard
Bitcourt.
Carrington.
I like Bitcourt.
Now,
Yeah.
because many of the times stand-up comics that I know will come to me and I'll deliberate and whatnot.
Yeah.
I've worked with Seinfeld. I've worked with
Seinfeld. He's worked with.
Gaffigan.
He just got here this morning. Somehow he's
I
worked with
work-
Seinfeld.
Well, he come
This guy is
because
up to something.
It's
He's
pretty
up to
cut
something.
and dry that this guy's not a time traveler. I mean, he gave his hand away when he said he listens to Rogan.
oh, I'm not a
for him
time
to have come,
traveler.
Rogan's podcast is like 9 hours long. If you listen
Yeah.
to one, you would.
Well, what do you
you're
think-
not a time traveler.
Oh, what
You
do
know
you
that.
what do you think I am then? A Nissan salesman from Long Island?
So he's a
Named
Nissan salesman
Terry?
from Long Island.
You think I'm a
Terry.
Nissan salesman from Long Island?
I didn't
named
think
Terry
that, but now I
Jameson
know that's true.
That just likes to impersonate Englishmen? You think that's what I am?
All
Yeah.
right. All right. So your
That
real
works
name
off
is
Route 4?
Are we all right? I love this, but are we going to do Bitcourt or are we going to do Nissan salesman? We got to pick a road.
Terry, I
can't
imagine
possibly
it's
do
a
both.
lot like when you're making a sale, and you're like, "Are you in or out? Are you buying the Sentra or not?"
Let Bitcourt resume.
All right.
The plaintiff.
So I was talking about transgender. I said I
Yes.
would love to be a woman, and then
Call,
use.
well, hold on. Call
Yeah.
a witness.
All right. Well, calling Anthony as a witness. Did you not see me do that?
We're very unprecedented when you call the witness the man you're in court against. You're
Yeah,
calling
that's true.
for a witness the man who's trying to take this bit from you.
Yeah. Well, he's not trying to take it. I think he just accidentally said something, and then I said, "Well, this would be a fun thing to do, make him feel awkward."
May I cross-examine you?
I don't care.
What is it going to take?
The court is laid back.
What is it going to take
Uh-huh.
for me to get you in the driver's seat of a 2017 Nissan Altima.
It's gonna take about $17,000.
What? That's right. That's right. I can do that price for you.
I don't have.
You
that
come
money.
out to
No, you
Terry.
have to give me that
come
money.
out to Terry Jamieson's Nissan Altima.
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out this bit. I'm trying to do this bit.
The bit's yours. I'll throw in the bit for free.
That's my heart.
I'll throw in the bit as a bonus. The bit's yours.
All right, I'll buy
we
the
got
Nissan.
power windows. The whole we're going to do power windows, power roof light.
Do the windshield wipers go at the same time? Because I can't have them going all crazy daisy.
How do you like them to go?
I want them to go not like.
That's how they go. No, that is how they go. And then I'll throw in the bit about going on vacation as a woman.
Yeah, all right. It's also a bit I never even wanted to try. Anthony
wouldn't
gave me
do
the
it. I
thing for
wouldn't
it.
do
Now
it.
he's trying to pretend it was his own. That's why we're here in Big Court. Because it was an idea he gave me, and now is creating.
All right. Okay, well, as the defendant, I'll say that probably checks out, and I forgot. So the bit is Craig's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we just be...
So, Judge, Terry,
I'll tell
what's
you
your
right
ruling?
now, I wouldn't even try and sell you a Nissan. Scum like that.
He'll steal that Nissan right in front of your
I
ears.
don't
in my face,
want
just
a
like he
Nissan.
stole that bit.
Yeah. Here's what he'll do.
Anyway.
He'll go, I'm looking to buy a car, and he'll say, okay, you're looking to buy a car? What if I get you this leather seat one? And then I go, all right, get the leather seat one. Then he goes and goes, this is my car. It's my leather seat.
Of course he does. Yeah, of course.
I said, no, you told me to get the leather
Okay,
seats.
If I could get one with the wipey thing,
I'd love to get in
that's
on this.
mine.
Listen,
the
I've been
wipey
trying to
things.
get out of here for quite some time. I think I just go.
And goodbye.
Yeah.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yes.
New podcast.
Success.
Success.
Yeah.
Did it. Did it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
the news,
Well,
right?
I swear to God, we're going to get taken off the air for this. You got to keep them caffeinated.
No.
Masturbation caffeine.
Oh, I thought it was the second one.
It is the second one.
you gotta
gotta
listen
keep
to the
masturbating.
Dudecast. Woo! Welcome. Well, they're already here.
Oh, that's right, because we're doing a new one. I'm sweating so
Listen.
much.
Put the air on.
Yeah, put the air on.
No, because
Oh!
we have.
Watch this.
Ooh, blow on us. Yeah, Daddy. Blow
I'll say
on
this about Anthony. The blowing is nice. I'll say this about Anthony. He has his issues. Everyone has issues. Issues never had bad breath. You've never ever had bad
He's
breath.
never had bad breath.
A little bit sometimes. Julia will complain every now and again. Not as much, I guess, as you'd think, but like maybe like once or twice
I
a
don't know
year.
why.
Oh, does Julia want to come on the podcast? She never gets on here.
Well, we don't have anyone and or a microphone. But
We could give
Just tell
her.
her, give her
wanna
to
give
say
her a
hello.
minute?
Yeah, give her Julia's
All right.
minute.
Yeah, we'll do
Julia, I want to
Julia's
be on the podcast.
Julia, you want a minute?
This is Julia Solomon, wonderful woman.
You got
She's gonna
one
be on the
minute.
Rad
You wanna
Dudecast,
do
the
Carrigan?
first ever real.
No, because now I'm already me.
Yeah, first ever.
oh, you want
actual
to be
guest.
somebody else?
Oh my god, I
No,
really
we've
get
had
to
us
be the
guest.
first guest.
No, we've had
Oh my
3
God,
other
this is so
guests.
exciting.
You're the
Hi,
4th
everybody.
guest,
Hello.
and we
Oh my
respect
God, I don't know
it.
what to do. It's too much pressure. 1 minute. It's only 6. I
I'm
don't
a
know.
timer.
I just pressed pause on Glow. I mean,
Oh, how is Glow?
you know, I haven't seen much, but this girl that was in Nurse Jackie is in it. She looks better dressed as an '80s woman.
I might have to watch it. What's it? It's about women's wrestling.
Yeah.
I love that.
Oh, I can't. Come on.
We
Just
are
have
6
me on until you
seconds.
don't want me on anymore.
We have 1
Just
minute.
Put the timer
Now,
on my face.
this is what our listeners probably want to know. What's it like dating Anthony?
Yeah.
Very good. It's
Yeah, it's a casual talk.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're thinking he's not into it? He's into it.
No, I think he's into it. I'm letting
Okay.
you know. What's it like? I love it.
Wow.
I'm into it. Yeah.
I'm not convinced.
Oh no, I do. I
Oh,
love
that's
it.
nice. You'd love it?
Yeah.
Who would? What's not to love? Look at him.
He's so nice. He laughs at everything you say. Loves
Yeah.
to listen.
Mhm.
Very patient. Very soft.
Soft.
Yeah.
Like just to the
Physically.
touch.
Have
yeah.
you touched
Yeah.
his arms?
Yeah,
I
he is
mean,
very soft.
Yeah, 54 seconds.
Greg is really.
Well, it's thejuliasolomon.com if you have any questions about skincare, beauty products, and stuff.
Yeah, get on there.
Yeah.
I would say our listeners do not, but they
Right.
should. They
Yeah.
should.
Well,
lot
there'll be
of
some
them-
fun
Yeah.
stuff.
I was kidding about the minute, but now I want to hear what you said, so I had to stop the bit.
Oh, okay, that was
That's great.
That was it. Well,
What's your Twitter name?
It's the Julia Solomon.
Mhm.
It's Solomon with all O's on all social media accounts, and then also I have my newsletter coming out, and I guess you can
I saw you
find
writing
that
it.
on my website.
Nice.
You have a newsletter.
Yeah.
I got to get a newsletter. I got nothing.
No, you don't.
What about and for the listeners, your address? Come on, a fun joke.
128 Park Avenue.
Don't do that. They'll
Newark,
show up
New
and call
York.
you.
I live on
Oh.
Park Avenue.
Well, I don't know.
I
She's
live
crazy
on
like
Park
you.
Avenue, but I chill with my boyfriend in his Astoria apartment. instead of letting. I actually live at the Plaza.
She's a real Park
good.
Avenue lady.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're good.
You're good. You're over a minute, but I'm not going to dock
I
you.
know. So just.
I'm not going to dock you on this.
Can you believe this is an episode
I'm
where we've
good.
hit a lot of firsts? We had the Nissan salesman thing, and then Julia Solomon on. This is
Yeah.
no one.
Yeah.
no-
First
Can't
ever
believe you guys
Julia
got
Solomon.
me. I mean, the fact that I had a free afternoon.
Tita's been on like in mention
No.
before, and
What?
she's
never been on.
Okay.
but in passing, yeah. And James has been on. James,
And we had the guy who did the Dungeons and Dragons.
guy,
And Tony
So you're our
Scholes.
fourth ever
So,
real
like,
guest.
okay, cool.
We had Tony Scholes on.
But he was a call-in, and
Well,
also
I would
his
definitely
mom
love
was
more of a
dying.
heads up
I think.
next time.
Yeah, that was...
I thought you did great.
Thanks.
No, you did great.
I just thought it was funny how you're like, you want to do a Julia, want to do a character? Or it's like, when
I mean, we are-
bonjour.
are-
I just got
That's how our characters go. That's good. That's better. I just did. I just
oh my
did
God,
10
what?
minutes.
Where'd that baker come from? Guys, everybody's got a croissant now.
Look,
That's
Greg. Greg is
crazy.
We are
watching
at
the
3
clock like
minutes.
real
Greg, I'm
hot.
good. Listen,
I
I
am
like
furious.
It's a fun scene. I'll go back.
Well, we could reset the rules and say it doesn't have to be a minute.
Can I just? Can we? If you're, yeah, I'm down.
Well, someone would have to say it. It's not me.
Well, I'm
Because I can
why do
only
we
accept
need to
the
say
rules.
I don't
that?
care. I just
Say
want
it.
to know when you're going to
Say
be done.
we're going to do
No,
it.
I don't want to make you mad.
It's not going to make me mad. I just follow the rules. So you need to give me a new rule.
I was going to fuck with you earlier today. And
Oh,
be like,
really?
yeah, Greg, I'm so excited to be a guest on the podcast today because
Oh,
I
I
thought you
wouldn't.
would like freak out, like, oh, what?
No, I would have run and gotten a microphone. My only issue as a sound guy is we only have 3
But,
microphones.
so this is what's great about Anthony. Look, happy as a clam not to have a mic
Yeah,
with me having it.
He's not ever on the podcast.
No, he's barely.
That's my note is that he doesn't talk. You guys are always yep. I can't hear my man.
Listen,
You
is that
listen?
minute up or what? What's
It's like 5 minutes.
Because this is.
I'm
he-
ready to go.
Listen,
I'm waiting for
we would
you
love
before
for
I
him
do
to talk.
something dumb
I'd
on
love
record.
for him to talk.
I
In
don't.
fact,
For
from
years.
now on,
You have
you're
no
only
idea
talking.
how much pressure I'm under.
You're doing
and
great.
I don't know
What
what
pressure?
To do.
No one listens to us.
Yeah, you're doing
But
great.
that's not
Pressure,
true. A lot
you're
of people
killing it.
listen to you.
We have a little bit of people who talk a lot.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's a lot
we're
of squeaky
big. We're
What
wheels.
are
pretty
the
big.
numbers? What,
The numbers are
400,
great.
500. at
Six-
least.
Whoa,
6 to
whoa,
400,000
you're
an hour.
way low.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
400 to
well,
500.
my
no.
Bachelor podcast gets about 70 to 90, and
Each?
that's yeah.
That's heavy.
But that's I don't want to do it anymore.
You want
I
to do what
just don't
podcast?
care about the Bachelor Untitled Chris Harrison project.
Oh.
I'm just the
Well,
whole franchise.
Here's my. I got some problems with The Bachelor because I think I don't get it where it's like, well, why? It just seems so. I mean, obviously it's unrealistic, but it seems so unrealistic. The contestants. Why don't the
Would actually wanna
contestants
get
ever say
married?
no? Why aren't the contestants ever like, no, I don't like you? Like they're all trying to win, but it's like, so it's just a given that they're gonna fall in love.
Well, here's what I'll say: if somebody proposed to me and I knew I didn't want to marry them, I would probably say yes and then let them know
Yeah.
later, just because like
Right.
that's a lot to process and deal with.
I voiced this complaint to a friend of mine who likes the show, and she was like, yeah,
You
it's
need
not.
the publicity and the money.
Yeah, she was like, it's take it for what it is. It's a game show. Like they're not.
It really is.
They're just
game
trying to
show.
win. They're not
And I
necessarily
don't
going to
even care
marry
about
this
the
guy.
love aspect anymore.
Yeah.
I'm all about the drama.
But it is crazy that they fuck. They all fuck.
Yeah,
Not
well,
all,
it's
but-
crazy because right now the Bachelorette Rachel, she'll just be like sit on a couch and then within an hour she's made out with 6 men and they just come to her and then they leave and she gets to drink whatever she wants.
And it's always
This is very sexual.
like I would say if I was competing for a woman's love, right? And she was
You
like,
should go. We should enter you.
I won't get in. I'm not tall enough.
I think
I got to lose.
No, you
some
get in.
weight.
You got
Thank
a great
I
body.
wanted Zach Swan to submit. I was like, but you gotta get to the gym and you gotta get a haircut.
Who? Zach who?
Swan.
Zach
Here's
Swan?
the thing. At some point, I would say, like, if she was like, I think I'm falling in love with you, I would say, yeah, you just made out with James. I just saw you. Like,
Well,
that
it's-
was,
yeah,
you know,
it's
like,
not easy. I mean, it's a big mind fuck.
yeah, it's
And
like,
there's
no.
always about two to three episodes about one guy like freaking out and
Right,
coming undone
and he's
because
right.
of what you're
where it's
saying.
like, no, you're not. You don't really love me. You just made out with 3 dudes on that couch. You know why? Well, this is not love. Whatever. You know, it's
You
ridiculous.
know, the first Bachelorette that there ever was, Trista, she's still married to the guy.
Yeah, because it used to have a little more integrity. I feel, and this is great, by the way. Anthony, you're out.
Now
Julia, you're
people
in.
go on to become social media influencers and like, you know, advertise
Yeah.
detox tea on Instagram.
All right. Well, I think Anthony is getting.
Yeah, I guess I'm
Antsy.
good. Jesus.
But that was great.
I thought we were
Julia Solomon,
getting
guys,
to
follow her
a
on Twitter.
real flow. And then
Why am I
Anthony
the only
opens
one
his
that's really
fucking
on board
mouth.
with this one? Why,
That's great, what?
See, people seem to be furious.
No,
Now
I'm doing a
in
new thing
trouble.
called deep listening. Yeah, where
That's right, I'm
I'm
gonna start
truly
meditating.
trying to listen to people instead of trying to talk.
I love that.
It's
And I
hard
thought that
to
you guys had a
do.
good rapport going, so I let it happen.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm very surprised that you let me in, that this is happening. It's too good to be true.
Well, if we had 4 microphones.
Yeah.
That's the big thing. Everyone says, why don't you come? People email me all the time. They say, can I be on the
I bet
podcast?
they do.
And I
Yeah.
say, you bring a microphone.
Bring a microphone.
Bring a
We'd love
microphone
to
and a
have you
wire.
on.
I'll buy one.
See what James is doing.
What's he
What?
doing?
James, come on in.
Are you taking a selfie on my phone?
Talk on the
no,
microphone.
it's not my phone. It's your phone.
I look outside.
Talk into a microphone.
I look outside.
right.
James,
Thank you, Julia.
James looks
Look at
has a
James.
wig on
A
and
toupee.
a derby hat
Yeah.
with a wig on, taking selfies of himself.
Where are we
I
at
don't know.
time-wise?
You
30
can't tell
minutes.
us how. We're 30 minutes.
30
you can't tell us how when to stop the
No,
podcast.
you're not.
You're the new boss of us? She's the new boss.
That's not a bad idea. We got a boss.
Listen,
Yeah,
Not
that
a
would be
fake
wor-
boss. You
Greg,
know what
I
mean?
could tell you were a little uncomfortable with that. I thought that was wonderful.
Oh, that was great.
I thought that
Well, I
was
thought the
wonderful.
bit of only doing a minute was fun, but then when it came to a thing, I didn't have the heart to be
To
like,
break it up.
get off, because
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Now,
Totally.
we do have.
But it would've been
Anthony was
funnier.
gonna take us up to date on.
Well, before we do that,
Yeah.
I say we go with prom news at Anthony's prom report at the end because God knows how long that'll last.
Yeah.
What?
We do the news and then Greg's Disney idea.
We don't have to do the Disney one idea.
I love the
I did it on
Disney
4 other podcasts.
You did?
No, just one. I tried it in 50, every time I get high, I talk about it, and everyone goes, I don't get it.
I say we
So-
do it. I think it's really fun.
All right.
What about the news?
I want to hear the prom news.
Oh, prom report?
Or
Well, I've
the-
got to get that ready.
Oh, all right. Get that ready.
Yeah.
So in the news,
We're only halfway through this, guys.
Yeah.
We really got to. People are mad. We got to ramp this up.
Why? I thought we were ramped, man. We were doing good.
Oh, I'm having a great time.
So here's a problem. A girl, a 17-year-old girl died when she bungee jumped off a bridge in Spain without being tied to the ledge. The instructor had, quote, very bad English and said, no jump. And the girl thought he said, now jump.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, how do we know what she thought?
I mean,
She could have just said,
jumped.
fuck you, I'm killing myself.
Yeah.
We don't know what she said. So that news article is already wrong.
Yeah, that
But
sounds
let's talk about it.
Fishy
Yeah.
because the instructor is saying that's what she meant.
Yeah.
How do we know he didn't push her?
He could have pushed her.
Yeah.
He could have said, jump,
Yeah.
trying to kill her.
Yeah.
This needs to be investigated longer.
Yeah, I'm not satisfied with the level of investigatory stuff
Yep.
that's happened there.
And I also have a new idea,
Great.
which I'd like to talk about. Instead of bungee jumping, you jump with magnets on your body, and then you have reverse magnets on the floor so that you never hit the ground. Because you know how they push them away?
Oh, that adds up to
Magnet
me.
jumping.
I know little enough about science that adds up 100%.
A Czech power
Magnet
plant.
jumping.
First of all, that's a great idea.
Yeah, but you didn't
What?
we weren't listening.
I was magnet bungee jumping, where you have magnets, you jump off. There's magnets on the ground.
How did you do that? I was just watching you not pay attention, and you were listening?
Because of course I'm listening, but here's what I know. It's radio. It's podcast. I got to make sure I got the next thing teed up. So I'm saying, am I going to listen, my friend? Yeah, of course
Right.
I am. Because
Yeah.
this guy's got fucking ideas that'll blow your mind. Of course I'm going to listen, my friend.
fucking ideas.
But also I got to look at some links, make
right.
sure when that peters out, I'm on the next thing, which is there's fury. People are furious.
What's
Uh-huh.
happening?
A Czech nuclear power plant has awarded their new internship based on who's got the best picture in a bikini.
Oh, great. You're getting sexy time nuclear plant workers.
That's fun.
Yeah, you get to work. Look at a little
it's-
sexy time.
It's here's what I like about it. It's so stupid. Like, of course that shouldn't exist, but that's why it should exist.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be a power plant where everyone's walking around in bikinis.
But you got to mark
But there
it off.
should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to mark it off as like, we did try that
Yes,
once.
exactly.
And we know it
You
doesn't work.
gotta mark it off.
Because, look,
We've done it at bars. We've done it at restaurants. Never did it by way of a power plant.
Yeah.
Why would we do that?
Well,
That's
the best part is like when there's a meltdown, they're just gonna be like, "Yeah, I don't know. She won the bikini contest. I don't know what you
Yeah.
think the problem is.
Yeah.
She looked great. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
we put her on the switch.
Yeah, I think we do pretty well with news. So
Yeah,
a lot
Brendan
of
is
podcasts
good
do
at it.
news, and I don't know that they do that well with it, but I feel like we do
Yeah.
pretty well from time to time with.
you
some
heard
news.
about that Instagram model who
No.
had a whipped cream thing blew up in her face? Died.
God.
What?
Truth.
That's not real, is it?
I only read the fucking front of the article, so I don't know. I didn't read the whole story, but she had whipped cream. It blew up, killed her.
A whipped cream killed her? I don't understand.
I don't understand either because I didn't read it. But I saw the thing. It said Instagram model dies from whipped cream, which is
Maybe
like, you know,
a
it's-
whip it.
No, I think it was a faulty
They
can.
say dairy will kill you.
They will say that.
A faulty can?
It was a faulty can and it exploded and it blew up her face. That's a way to go.
Yeah, that's true. You know, whipped cream is really the only thing I know of that comes out in that fashion.
Hairspray.
that you eat?
Oh, yeah, they're not doing other whipped things.
Not doing a lot of spray
Whipped-
foods.
Whipped marinara. You know,
Right.
you do marinara in a
Why
whipped
isn't
cream
that a
bottle.
thing?
I think it's a great. Oh, spray cheese. That's the only other one.
Oh, spray cheese.
That's
Why
the
is
only
it
other
just
one.
cheese and whipped cream? Why is it localized? To
Get
just,
marinara in a fucking can.
Yeah, what's the issue? 'Cause
It's
why
not an
is
issue.
whipped cream that way, and why isn't whipped cream you shake it on?
I'll tell you why.
Well, I guess they do Cool Whip.
Because whipped cream is whipped. It needs,
Okay.
It needs to be aerated. In other words, in the bottle,
Everything needs air, though, dummy.
Why don't they aerate more stuff?
They do.
Drum a dummy.
Well, because most stuff isn't good
great.
aerated. But so, in other words, it's stored in the bottle as cream,
Mm-hmm.
and then that CO2 pumps air into it, making it fluffy into whipped cream.
Yeah, they gotta whip more stuff.
Yeah,
That's fun.
whipped marinara.
Whip marinara, not bad.
Were you here
See,
for
I
that?
don't think it will work. I don't think it'll hold the air.
What'll hold air?
Oh,
Cream.
No holds
is
air. You're
dense.
full of hot air.
So
he's riding it. He's riding it today,
I'm
boys.
coming on,
guy's
brother.
riding me hot
He's riding me
today.
today, boy.
Wow. So this fella, this will appeal to you, Greg. Fella in Thailand, the fire department had to come in. He was doing some sort of experimental masturbation. He got a bunch of metal
Love
rings
that.
stuck around his penis.
Oh, you probably
Now
got
take
my
a look at
goddamn
the picture of
copyright.
these rings. I don't know what kind of. These are the rings. They had to cut them off. But I don't know what kind of experiment
I don't
this
really
was.
wanna
No, they just show the rings.
They
They don't
just show the
penis.
rings. But I don't know what he was up
I
to.
know what he was doing. You attach the rings to your thing, tie a string to
You
it to your
think he's
jeans.
doing string theory.
He's doing string theory. The masturbation pants.
Which, by the way, we were talking about the other night, and one of our friends brought up a very good point.
What?
That it doesn't really jerk you off. String theory.
Yeah,
Well,
when
I
you
thought
t-
that was a given.
Oh,
You've just been assuming it jerks you off. the
I've
whole
been
time?
assuming this
I
thing
do.
works 100%.
Well, then why
The way
wouldn't
I
your
walk, it
pants
does.
be
It
jerking
just-
you off at all time.
You got to tell them. You got to tell the people. It's radio.
It just flops your penis up and down.
That's the way. That's the way I would design it. That's why you can't design it yet. You tie it around the string around the penis, and you'd have a series of pulleys and levers in the pants that would manage to masturbate you out.
But the thing would have to have a motion, a stroking motion.
This is what you need if you really are going to get serious about this. Because
metal rings.
You've been saying this forever, but if
Yeah.
you really want to you need to get a sort of a pocket pussy type of deal that you tie around. You take the string, you tie the string around the back of you, right? So when I walk, when I take a step, I'm extended.
Yeah.
and it goes.
Yeah,
And then I
Right.
loosen up, take another step.
yeah, that's how it works, but with a string.
But the string is offering no
What about
circulatoriness.
What?
What about leeches?
Leeches is good.
Of course he brings
Leeches on leashes.
Leeches on leeches.
Yeah, so they're sucking onto you.
Leashes on leashes.
Yeah.
That's
Check in your dick.
This is like it's what it's like to hang out with my mom's friend Myra. That's what she does. Stuff
What?
like that. You'll be like leashes, and you'll be like just because leeches and leeches sound alike.
Yeah.
You'll say that, and she'll be like, that's like a real thing for her.
Yeah, yeah,
Leashes
You know
on
what I mean?
leeches.
She'll like, that's a good idea.
I'll
That
tell you
doesn't
this.
really make sense, you know.
If you could talk to leeches telepathically, right,
Yeah, it's
and get them
pretty
to you get a bunch on your dick, and you're talking to them to line up in their synchronization of sucking, they could suck your dick.
Here's the problem.
Yeah.
No, here's the problem.
Yeah,
Because
that's-
leeches aren't sucking in the manner. Leeches are sucking your blood. They're inserting little prongs
Yeah.
into your body and sucking your blood out. So you're going to get soft.
But they move right up and down.
Now, if you got them
Oh.
incorporated into a sexual act and say, if you said, "Hey, listen, buddies, no blood today.
Yeah.
You're just doing
That's
this.
what I
You're
mean.
doing me a favor."
Yeah.
But then you could just say that for anything. You could fuck a snail.
That's what I'm saying. You tell them today,
Well-
put the blood in the penis. Tomorrow, I'll get you some blood in my arm. Make a deal with a leech.
Yeah, leech.
Because you can talk to the leeches telepathically. That's
Leech
what you're
deals.
saying.
Yeah, if I have telepathic
Leech
powers,
deals.
I'll make a leech deal.
You
Yeah,
should.
make a leech
You
deal.
started a show called the Leech Tank,
Leech tank?
where people just propose inventions to you that are made with leeches.
Yeah. I like that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Now, let's see. So far, how would you guys rate news?
At 10.
Yeah, I'd say 8 to 10.
You got a new tattoo, huh?
No.
On
Where?
your face.
What is that supposed to mean?
You got this tattoo. You go up and down. It goes around your face like that. It's nice.
That's a beard, Greg. You know that's a beard.
That's a kind of a joke you make to a little kid. Make them laugh, you know?
Yeah. Those are quick ones I like for the podcast.
Yeah.
You know, when we're a segue joke.
Yeah.
Pretend
that's
I don't know
fun.
what a beard is.
Yeah. What
What is this podcast even about?
Walk me
Tell me.
through the Disney idea. Tell
All
this
right.
to Brendan because he doesn't know about it. I think it's pretty solid.
All right, Brendan.
People have issues with it.
Hold on. First,
People do have
I
issues
gotta.
with it.
This is great, dude.
All right, what's
So
great?
I mean, I cannot
you
believe this
texting?
is not. I cannot believe this is not a fucking joke. This lady, you know, the like ask the local,
Yeah.
like the column in the local newspaper where you're like, ask Karen. This is in the Mercury News, wherever this is out of.
I love Mercury News. Sounds like an Anthony bit.
This is somebody. Somebody writes in.
Yeah.
Somebody wrote this in. This is totally true. Dear Amy, I found out that my husband of more than 20 years has been using teenage escorts that he found online. He has spent more than $20,000 and given me an STD. We have 2 college-age children, and I am literally sick to my stomach about this. In addition to his other offenses, he is very cheap with our children and has used money that should have gone toward tuition on his horrible pursuit. This past Christmas was the absolute worst. To keep up appearances, I behaved as normally as I could. He was completely withdrawn. I assume the kids noticed this. I'm definitely going to ask for a divorce. He says he wants mediation, but I'm leaning toward a court battle. If we can be civil, not likely, mediation would be less expensive and more private. A court battle would put everything out in the open, and I don't think either of us wants that. From Sad. That's it. No question.
She just wanted to share a story.
Yeah,
wait, what was the question?
I don't
know.
question.
Should have just said her name. At least out the guy.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck? This is crazy. At this point, you're to blame. You should have left. How long have you known about this? Christmas was the worst because he was withdrawn?
Come on.
He gave you an STD from hookers. That was the worst.
Yeah,
he spent 20 G's, man.
Maybe that's why she went to ask him, but she just told him something instead because she doesn't want to ask questions.
Yeah. Dear Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah. My husband's cheating on me. Husband. Dinner is at 3.
Yeah.
No, you got to say something.
Now tell me about this Disney idea. I'm fascinated. I got to hear it.
All right. Well, I am really.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I can see when you're excited. I know when you get excited because you get ready to. You get primed.
Let me prime up myself.
Prime yourself up.
So here's my thing about Disney World, right? They'd like to teach kids things, right?
Yeah.
So I think this is how we teach them a good lesson. And the lesson would be, and did I already tell you this, Brendan?
I'm pretty sure
I
we spoke
called
about
you.
it on the phone. We spoke about it on the phone.
Yeah. So we just do a full day where one day a year they just treat the park as if Mickey Mouse is dead. All the characters know this. They have to act accordingly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you go up to, you see Donald, and you're like, Donald, how you doing? And Donald is like, he was my friend. He was kind of a dick, but now I wish he was here. And then the kid could then go like, it's okay, Donald.
Right. Yeah.
And then like you go up to like Minnie Mouse, and she's just like in a room crying. And if you want to see Minnie that day, you have to go to her room, and Minnie is like, he should have had a plan.
Oh,
he didn't have a will. Nothing is, and I'm sad. But what am I going to do now? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then you got somebody over, Darth Vader over in the other park.
Yeah.
You go up to him, and Darth, how you feeling? And he's like, I didn't really know him, but I feel like I should be sadder than I am, but I'm not really very sad.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
And then
he's like, everyone else is sad. I know I should feel that way, but I don't. And now I'm sad because I'm not sad.
Yeah, I'm sad because I'm not sad, but I should be sad.
There's so much guilt associated with that.
Yeah. Yeah, and you have like all these things. You got who are some of their Disney characters?
Goofy.
Goofy. Yeah, like you got Goofy running down the street going, "We're at war! We're at war!"
Now, pardon?
Yeah, like he'll screaming down because he's like, that's my, this is because if this is, Mickey dies in 9/11 is the thing.
Oh,
that's
okay, so that's what I mean. We're at war. So this is the day at we've been the Magic Kingdom, Disney World, and Disneyland. I assume you do it at both. You're transporting the whole place to September 12th,
yes,
2001, the day after 9/11.
Yeah, to help deal with tragedy.
Wow.
Yeah. And then it'd be great because a lot of people weren't there. A lot of people just knocked everything off the shelf.
You keep going. I apologize.
A lot of people who lived in California didn't really understand what 9/11 meant.
Yeah.
So you get those feelings. You go there and they go like, they were in Florida, and people are like, it could have been me on the plane. I'm sad that he's gone. Yeah. But and then you got Donald Duck's girlfriend, and she's like, but the truth is, it could have been any of us, and maybe I'm kind of happy it was him. Because we were supposed to go, but God kept me out of those buildings.
Right.
Because Mickey doesn't pray.
Gotcha. Couple questions.
Sure.
Yeah. Smart.
Number one, takes a left turn.
Yeah. It
with
does,
9/11.
Yeah.
You're probably going to get criticism from people going, are there other ways to teach about death other than incorporating arguably America's greatest tragedy.
Yeah, definitely. Well, that and Pearl Harbor second greatest.
I said arguably.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Is the truth is that I think that people wouldn't take it serious enough.
Well, not only that, jumping on what Anthony said.
Yeah.
Is so you're incorporating America's greatest tragedy or second greatest, Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor is the second
But you're
greatest.
also.
I don't know if it's called.
Is there a way to teach them about death without these children? Sort of, I guess. They're just going to Disney World on vacation, right?
Yeah.
Like, I guess the argument would be like, fuck, we picked this day. Like, we don't want to learn about death. We want to be at Disney World. This is
only do it one day a year.
My other, right. It's
we
one
do it
a
on
year.
Christmas Day,
now,
Well, because no one's going to Disney World on Christmas Day unless you really want to teach your kid about death.
Yeah.
Because Christmas, let's be honest, probably wouldn't be that happy anyway.
Well, right.
What? Why not?
Why not?
Because they're your kid's going through a major death, and you don't know how to teach them about it.
Oh, I see.
So
You take kids there who are going through death.
Yeah, and you take them to Disney World, and then the characters help them through it.
Because first of all, I think I think the idea is solid.
Yeah,
the bones are there. I'm worried about is it maybe
Yeah, they certainly are.
Is it maybe would it maybe be better to have a lesser character killed off? Because Mickey, man, he's the
king.
Meat and potatoes of the whole joint.
You know, I didn't really think about it.
But is that what you want?
You might be right.
Know?
Yeah.
You want to be like, look, it happens to all of us.
It could be anybody, anytime.
Even Mickey.
Yeah.
My second one. Is it a different rate that day, or is it standard? Are you giving any kind of
Ooh.
heads up to park goers?
I'll say this. We'll try it the first year regular price. If we're not getting the numbers we were expecting, we'll bring the price down. Because you can come to you can come to Disney for cheap if you want. But it's also 9/11
Can
day.
I pitch something to you?
You know, it's like free day at the we make it cheaper, but you have to deal with the fact that it's 9/11.
Right.
Can I pitch something to you? And
for poor people,
if you're not open to it, you're not open.
I'm open to it.
What if we started? So this year, Christmas Day. What if we ran it as a beta program, a test run at Disney World Paris?
Oh,
okay.
It's a Euro Disney.
Yeah, it started at Euro Disney just to see.
Yeah.
Just to see. So we're not fucking with our kids.
All right.
We take it out on them just to see, give it a test run.
Yeah, fuck the friendship. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Do you think?
That.
Yeah, we run it there. See, bonjour, Mickey dead. Mickey is dead.
I don't know what to do.
9/11. 9/11.
Yeah. Except 9/11 didn't happen in this country.
Oh, we don't care. Well, you care now.
What was France? Before we go into this, what was France's 9/11?
Well, probably the French Revolution, and then that whole nightclub
Charlie
deal.
Hebdo and the
Charlie
nightclub.
Hebdo.
Yeah.
They've had a couple.
Yeah.
How about this? Real life lesson, right?
Okay.
When you said Charlie Hebdo, I went, because it's fresher. Whereas
Sure.
9/11 has been a longer time, but no one's death means different.
Yeah,
Time
I
really
think
does.
That's pretty fresh over there because they've had multiple. They've had one after another.
Yeah.
Not, the scale of 9/11, but still, loss, tragedy.
Yeah. Tsunamis are crazy too. You gotta watch out for those.
Tsunamis are crazy.
And he's no one to blame.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have a lot of days, I think, at this park.
Yeah,
there are
Disney
so many
World.
things.
Just Tragedy Park.
What if we open a place called Sadland and it's just for the goths to go hang out? You go to a theme park based on sadness.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's
Although,
pretty good.
Here's the thing about goths. Like, I think they dress a certain way and they like a certain kind of somber music and all that. But the truth is, they don't like sadness. Like, they're a person. Mm-hmm. They enjoy fun as much as the next person. They just don't get fun out of the same things we get fun out of.
Yeah, they get fun out of sadness.
Oh, I see.
I used to be goth.
You were a goth.
No, I was not. No.
I was.
You weren't.
I was goth.
You were not.
Come on, a little bit.
Okay.
I listen to Tool and with Blacklight.
That's what I always thought.
Don't turn that on. It's dangerous.
Never worked as a bit. But
what?
How little girls think about their wedding the way goth little girls think about their funeral.
That's funny.
The same amount of preparation and excitement.
That's a great joke.
Never.
Yeah, I don't know that. Make it funny, of course.
Yeah, I think that was the problem.
I hate
I
when
tried
people
that
say that.
6 years ago.
Yeah,
and I don't think it had a joke attached to it. Because years ago, you would just do a joke that you were like, well, that's a done joke. And now you look at it and you're like, well, that's a premise.
Yeah.
Can I tell you a premise?
Real quick, can I tell you what he did to me the other day?
Yeah,
I try to pretend he wasn't.
Because
he's been so tired with his job. He's so tired that he's very, very fresh.
Sure, he's a fresh boy. He's a fresh boy.
I get off stage, I go, I think something that was funny. What do you think about this joke? He goes, what were the exact words? He goes,
I'm sure there's something funny there.
I go, I think that was funny. He goes, yeah, I'm sure there's something funny there.
Wow.
I didn't say it in that tone, though.
Yeah.
I didn't. He says it in a tone that really makes me seem like a dick. I was
very
like,
tired.
I was sleeping, man. I was so tired,
Yeah.
and I just couldn't give him anything, but I wanted him to know that there is something funny in there. I just have nothing at the moment.
I had already thought it was
offer.
already funny because the crowd had laughed at it.
Yeah, you were doing a thing, and
he was letting me know that
you were doing a thing
wrong.
that I also do, which is like wait till something works and then say, "What do you think of that? You think that'll work?" And you all you want is your friend to say, "Yeah, of course, it just worked.
Exactly,
it just worked. It's great.
Yeah,
it's
but
done."
To be fair, he said about that bit. He goes, that just happened. I figured I'd just say it.
Yeah.
You did say that.
Yeah.
So you weren't like, I've been working on that for months.
Yeah. But
I had done it a bunch of times.
Pretty much what he said to me was, I hold myself to a higher standard.
Oh, no. That was not what I meant.
Tell us your Brit.
You know the standard I hold myself to.
Let me run a joke by you.
Standard.
So I'm doing this bipolar stuff, and I got this huge laugh. I got this huge laugh off this line that I don't even know if I'm comfortable doing because it's so dumb.
Yeah.
But it killed. It killed. At this, I was doing these little independent bar shows in Lincoln, and it killed both nights. I start the joke by going, and this isn't the way I've been doing it. I just tried it. I go, I'm bipolar. You know what that means? I possess the strength of 2 polar bears. And then I go, my doctor's always like, that's not what that means. And then I'm like, huge laugh.
I'm sure there's something funny there.
It's the stupidest thing in the world, right?
Yeah, he got you.
Yeah.
But see, what do you do in a situation like that where you say something that's dumb just to say it, but then it works? And then you're like, I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, I got to be honest. I told you this on the phone. We already talked about this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You got to do the joke of you saying bipolar. I'm half black, half white polar bear. I'm a half black bear, half polar bear. You're bi 2 bears. You're bipolar bear.
I thought you were going to say I'm bipolar. I'll fuck any bear.
That's how. But I'm trying to work cleaner because I got a whole.
Oh, right.
About half my act's dirty now.
Really?
Yeah, I'm getting dirty.
Don't say fuck. Just say have sex with.
What? No, I'm gonna keep with the polar bear thing.
Say I'll have sex with a girl bear and a baby bear.
My honest answer is that if it's getting laughs, it's getting laughs. And do it in a smart room. And if it gets laughs in that smart room,
just in a smart room. I didn't laugh.
Because it's tongue in cheek. It's tongue in cheek. It's about it being dumb.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
So if just see if it works in all rooms, keep the joke. And if it doesn't, then your instincts may be right.
But also maybe talk about personal stuff.
I have bipolar disease, man.
Wait, did we talk about the podcast that already? That was supposed to be a callback.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
We talked about that.
Good. So I'm going to edit all that out. I edit out you every podcast. Did you know that?
That's weird because I am the one who edits it. You come back in later, you take it down,
Everyone just
you put it back up without me.
Yeah.
With me removed.
I dub my voice over your voice over and things I said what you said so I get double the laughs.
Let me see if we have anybody.
Everyone thinks your name is Brendan.
That is my name.
See how the editing is happening here? What? The truth is Carl never really gets the enjoyment on the podcast because I've been dubbing him as his character, Brendan. Do you guys see what I'm doing here?
I looked down for a second.
I was paying attention, and I don't understand.
I'll say this, 100% clocked out, started looking at emails.
The idea was that I had been editing a voice over Brendan and named him Brendan.
Okay.
And so Brendan has just been a character the whole time because there was a guy, Carl, here that I've just been editing.
Poor Carl.
Oh, God, it's too heady. I should try that in a smart room.
Damn it, Carl.
I'm bipolar. Half bear, half gay. Brendan's, what's he doing?
That's an amalgamation of all of them. I like that.
Yeah, maybe we go to Bitcourt.
Shout out to Urethra Franklin on Twitter.
Urethra
Franklin.
Like a urethra.
No matter how hard it is to explain to others, I love this podcast wholeheartedly. Please be my baby's daddies.
I don't like when they do those underhanded compliments.
Yeah, a little bit
the
of
other guy sent me. This guy, let me tell you this. I'm not going to say his name. He tweeted at me. He wrote something like, this podcast, that one was real hard to get to, but I like it. It was hard to get through? Well, I'm not going to respond to you if you're insulting me.
We were out doing shows, and somebody was there who was a fan of the podcast. I forget their name, but they were up there like, I love the Rad Dudecast, and then Greg and I are both there, and he turns to Greg and he goes, I mean, Greg is way funnier than you on it.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard at that stuff. Greg got defended. Greg got mad and started defending me. I started laughing.
When I was in, I was at Go Bananas with Casey James Slango.
Yeah.
And fucking some guy's hammered.
Yeah.
And is just furious. Comes up to us after the show and just goes and just points at Casey and points at me and then points at Casey and goes, "He was way funnier than you." Like talking, I don't know, saying I was funnier, and like I got so mad at him.
Yeah,
Dude, it's subjective, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Haven't you seen everyone else come by and loves both of us? Yeah. Why would you say that? You're a piece of shit.
And it's like if you're saying that the guy probably didn't go well for them.
And it did go well, but it did go well. That's what was crazy. It was what are you? You're a fucking lunatic.
Yeah. Can I read you what this guy said?
Those people.
He wrote. On Twitter he wrote, "The dueling women. It wasn't easy, but I made it through."
The dueling women.
That was a funny
That
one.
was a good one. Yeah,
I know it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Well, you know.
Some of them
happy to
easy.
have him as a listener.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's a good guy. I'm sure he didn't understand.
No, I know.
We have humans.
Someone, one of the few that has my phone number sent me a text. He's in my phone. Is Peyton Dudecast.
Oh yeah,
Peyton.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sent me one that I can't really read on air.
Why not? We talked about
good of you to bring it up.
Well, because it gets a little racial. I don't know if he wants me saying that on air. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I'll show you guys in private. But I did want to mention that he texted me that.
He texted me that too.
He
said
he
doesn't like
just
Hispanic
put it out
people.
there that he's sort of racist, but no details.
Yeah,
could be against anyone.
I don't think he is. I said racial.
Oh, right, got it.
And I'm so worried about anything this nice young gentleman said being misconstrued.
They should do.
Not everyone has the same opinion about the N-word.
They should do a
I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
They should do a Friends remake where instead of Rachel, there's a character named Rachel. That just makes everything racial related.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. All right. So
I just like to do that sometimes, you guys.
I think we
Well, I have something I wanted to say.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I wanted that on my character.
Oh.
Yeah. His character is just me because I'm becoming more confident with myself.
You got a great
cool,
self,
man. I forgot about my prom report. I'll do that next week.
Prom report.
I'll do that.
We have time. Do prom report.
No, but this is maybe a pretty good system for us. If I think of something to do
then
for the week,
and you do it next
now
week.
I have a whole week.
So next week, prom
to
report.
kind of gel on prom report.
Sure, a great system for us.
Wait, is that not a good system? I can do
no,
prom
I'm saying
report
for you.
now.
That's a good. It's for you.
Yeah.
But for the listener,
yeah.
Well, that's what's going to keep them.
Yeah, but then
back.
the listener gets excited for.
No,
prom
I know.
report
I'm
next
just
week.
saying that me and Greg don't need this. Aren't involved in this system.
No,
that was
we're
what
not
I meant.
involved. You don't involved.
This is a great system.
Yes,
but yeah, you're right. For us,
for
it's
this
for us.
specific. Oh, for us.
Yeah.
Oh, I said for us.
Yeah.
I meant for me.
Yeah, it's a great system.
Yeah.
I think people learn a lot from this podcast.
They learn everything.
Yeah, this is I think a lot of people go to this podcast to learn. Definitely.
Yep.
Yep. As terms of educational podcasts, I think we're probably top of the charts. I think. Yep. I haven't looked at the charts in a while.
I've had a lot of requests for some of my top songs.
Yeah.
People miss some of the hits, so I'll just take us out on. If you guys think of any plugs you have, but I'm gonna give them some of my classics. People are people, and cats are cats, and dogs are dogs, and that is that. People are people, and cats are cats, and dogs are dogs, and that is that. You gotta love your friends and love everybody, 'cause the thing about life is, and people are people, and cats are cats, and dogs are dogs, and that is that.
I'll be in Winnipeg.
Yeah. I gotta give a shout out to. I gotta give a.
Oh.
Tell about Winnipeg first.
Oh, I thought
you going to Winnipeg?
you stopped the podcast.
No, I pretended to, so Brendan would stop singing.
Oh, I thought that was funny that you stopped it.
No, I wanted the song to
hurtful.
But I don't think you do. I don't think you do.
Hurtful. I feel hurt. I feel really hurt right now.
Remember that character for next week.
Yeah.
Hurt James?
Hurt James.
Hurt
Yeah,
James.
open up with Hurt James tomorrow.
It's not a bad idea for you to do a bunch of Jameses, and then you have Tough James, you have Hurt James, you have all kinds of different Jameses.
Yeah.
I haven't been on in a long time.
That wasn't an invitation for Tough James to come on the podcast, by the way.
Fucking forever, and I'm not happy about it.
I bet you're not. July 4th through the 9th, I'll be in Winnipeg at Rumors Comedy Club.
Okay.
You can look on their website for showtimes.
That's a horseshit city.
July 20th through the 23rd, I'll be with Anthony at Comics in Mohegan Sun.
Oh, yeah.
In Connecticut. Mm-hmm. So if you want to make it to a trip, get a hotel room.
Hell yeah, man. Get a hotel room.
Oh, that's fun. That's great. And Anthony and I will be there for the 20th. I'm opening her, which is a fucking
Tell me what the dates are on that again, man.
The 20th through the 23rd of July.
Yeah.
So open for Anthony?
I'm closing for Greg.
Oh, that's better
closing
than
me.
man.
Yeah, because I like to eat my dinner and go, get into bed early.
That's way better, man.
20th to 23rd, I'm going to be burning the light. I'm going to be running the light by 15 minutes. How come you're doing all these great character work when I'm trying to do my plugs?
That's how you get the people to remember the plug, man. You say, "Chata, saku."
It's a real Anthony move.
Yeah, you remember the plug, like.
I think they will. Now listen to our plugs if you're doing characters in between.
Cha, man.
Yeah.
Is it over an hour? Not yet.
It's
We
not
have
yet
45
over an
seconds
hour.
left.
Oh, and follow. What's Julia's Twitter?
Lady J at dickhead.com.
That's not her fucking Twitter. But anyway, Anthony's girlfriend Julia Solomon was kind enough to join us on the podcast. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's been the Rad
Dudecast.
Dudecast.